Okay, so it could be Faroe Islands take 6. I don't know where I am now. I've got one more day left tomorrow, but this is the afternoon. So I'm going to do an afternoon evening because this is just one or two shots here. We're at Saksun. We've got a lovely little church with a green top roof, grass roof. This is the beach with the black sands on it. I don't know whether we're going to go down to the beach or not. I'm not quite sure. But there is another shot of a cluster of grass roof houses, and we're going to see if we can find the position to shoot them. They're here, we can see them. You know, we've got them here, so we obviously can't trespass. There's no cars up this little pit, so we're going to take a bit of a walk up to see if we can find them. Then I'm going to go down and shoot the church and weigh it up. We're just going to have a look at this map as well, see where we are. So, yep, we're here now. So we've got this little cluster of houses just here. So we're going to have a look at shooting them. We might possibly take a walk down, depending on how everyone feels, and the church is there. So yeah, let's have a look at this little section here and see if we can do something. This is definitely one of the shots. I'll spin you around, it's better still. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? Shame about the tarmac. I need to get in a position where I can lose the tarmac, because that is beautiful. Condition wise, okay, it's a bit grey, so it's a bit flat, but I'm sure I can make some better. I just wanted to go in and have a look at this little toilet. It's very nice, very sweet. You wouldn't believe it, would you? We're miles and miles and miles away from anything. It's a beautiful little toilet with hand cleaner and everything in it. Well cool. I have got a very, very, very nice little shot set up at the moment. Gone in quite tight. I've got 4 grass topped houses and a little grass topped church in the background. I've managed to eliminate all the new modern man-made structures. Looks really, really cool. It's not the classic shot that I've seen. It's my version of what I wanted to take. I'm going to try and find a couple more. Favourable, I think, where Robin is, so he's going to have a go at me in a minute for nicking his shot, because he's got this nice little leading line of the river taking him down. So I'm going to have a look at that one. He likes shooting vertical quite a lot, but this is a very nice shot. Well, I'm going to put my polarizer on, and I've got a sheep in the question. If that little sheep turns round, it makes this even better. So my polarizer is going on. Sometimes it makes the colours a little bit more richer, and also get rid of some of that glare off that little bit of water. But I've got this leading line from the left as well coming in. I'm cutting off the sky, so I'm trying to get in as close as I can to get rid of the sky out the side of the image. Now what I am going to try and do is I'm going to go slightly wider to get a little bit more in. I've got no beach, and I'm going to come down again to eliminate the sky in the top of the image. And again, we've got this leading from the wall, absolutely fantastic. Let's pop it on f11 for a bit of depth. A really, really pretty little image. Absolutely fantastic. I really like that. Very green, very, very green. Excuse me, but I really, really like it. I've come down to roughly where Robin is, and I'm going to go for a couple of shots here, something a bit wider to take in the mountains and the river. I quite like that, and you've got the black beach behind us then as well, which is quite nice. Focusing sort of about a third of the way into the image. So I'm going to take that one to start with, then I'm going to zoom in a bit more to try and eliminate a little bit more of the rubbish around it, and try and see if I can get a single shot with the river on its own. And it's got a bit of an S curve through it, which is quite nice. Now I have got some sky in it, which I'm not particularly keen on, but we should be able to. It's a bit grey, the sky, but I still quite like it. And you've got the beach in the background, so this is more of a single shot with that line leading you down through the image. So I am going to focus stack this one because I'm quite close to where I'm shooting. So I'll take the first one, and I'm going to take one actually on the back end of the house, and then that way I know that I've got that distance, but the sky is just grey, very, very flat. This might make quite a nice sunset image, but we're going to somewhere else for the sunset, which I said, so I'm going to take you there and show you that when we finish, and that's going to be pretty cool as well. So I'm not quite feeling these images in a way. They're sort of, I don't know, they're a bit flat in all fairness. The light, really, the sky is just pure grey, pure grey now. I could maybe drop a sky in it if I had a bit of sky behind me maybe that I could probably use. I could use that to drop in it over there. Maybe it's cheating, but at least it's natural from here. So I might do that. I might just take one of the sky up there with a little bit of colour in it. But yeah, it's nothing great. It's really nothing great. So I'll take it. I don't even think I can eliminate the sky very well. I don't want to go any wider to the right because I've got a road in it, and I don't want to go any further to the left because I've got a road in it. So I don't know. I think I might go and have a look at the church because I can get rid of all the sky on the church and just have a nice one of the church on its own. I've got to do a little bit of Photoshop work as well on the roof of one of the houses because it's got a strip of the tin where the grass has slipped. So yeah, I think I'm done here. I think this is the best I can make.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. I think this is the best I can do here for the conditions we're in. Yeah. I'm going to move down to the church. Right, so we've got Spoil Sport City. Understand why, but we've got Spoil Sport City. We've got keep off the fence. Yeah, we've got keep off the fence. No trespassing. No drones. We've got a fence here. We've got signs over there. Keep off the grass. Keep off the grass. Keep off of everything. Hello. Woo, cooey. I'm round here. I'm here. Wait. They're picking on me again, these. What's going on with my Osmo? Where's my face tracking gone? Hello? Lost your face tracking? Yeah, they're having a laugh again, picking on me. Like and subscribe. No, sick of my talking. Sick of this, sick of that. But yeah, we've got loads of boring. I'm just watching me Osmo following around. Lots of boring old man signs, so we can't really play with the church. I've taken one of my simple lift it up in the air, take a shot jobs, but it is what it is. On to the next place. So we are heading to our next location, and this location is a bit of a cheat one really. We're having a look at Mads map. If you're interested in coming to the Faroe Islands, have a look at Mads Peter Iverson's Google Maps. He's got loads of locations put on there. Owen bought the map some time ago, so we've got that to look through and try and find our locations. And this is one of the locations he's had pinned with a couple of nice photographs. We're going up the mountain very, very high, up to something like I don't know whether it's an observatory or a telescope or some sort of a mechanical round thing. So that's where we're heading, and the car park's pretty high up in the air, and it's going to give us some pretty epic views over the bay and down off the top of the mountains. We've just climbed 200 metres, so we've climbed 200 metres already in the car, and we're heading up. So I'll switch it back on when we get to the top, but I just wanted to sort of give you an idea of where we're heading. This is really cool. The road up here is amazing. It's just one little carriageway, and it's just taking it up and up and up. And we've just done 578 metres up so far from sea level, and it's literally just up and up and up and up. Just keeps going up. It's just a single track. It's a dead end when we get here. There's no snow patrol up here, so if you're coming up here in the winter, you've had it. There is still patches of snow on the side of the road, just very small, but there are patches of snow, so we're well above the snow line. But I'm telling you now, this is probably the highest we're ever going to get on the Faroe Islands as a drive, and the view is absolutely bonkers. And we've still got another 1.5k to go yet, so yeah, I'm quite excited to get out. And the temperature's gone down to 1 degree, so we've dropped from nearly 4 degrees on the climb. Very, very cool. We're nearly there. We can see the observatory or whatever it is. Whack the heating on. So we've just got to the top where the observatory or whatever it is, it's in the mountain at the top, and it's got a couple of no trespassing signs. We're going to back down to the last one and pull in the little lay-by down there or the car park, and just to have a bit of a nose. But this is just a bit of a peak view of how high we've just been. How high was that?
670 meters.
670 meters. That's how high we actually got to before we turned the car around at the top. And we literally got to the top. So now we're just going to pull in this car park in front of us. This little lay-by here, and get out and have a look, have a nose. So we've got flat light in front of us, very, very, very flat light, but I am not kidding you. This view is possibly one of the best views for a 50-foot step away from the car I have seen in my entire life. It is brilliant. My camera's not focusing. Yes, it is. This is just a very simple shot. I'm going to turn bracketing off. I don't need bracketing. It's so in the middle of the histogram. You can see the fjord going all the way through. Absolutely insane. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a massive panoramic, because this, if I've ever seen a panoramic image in front of me, this is it. This is definitely it. I'm going to do a horizontal panoramic and a vertical panoramic. So I'm going to start off my panoramic. I'm going to get a bit close to the edge because I want to be able to look down a bit off the edge of the cliff without falling off the edge of the cliff. And then I'm going to do your panoramic. In fact, I can probably go to the next ridge line just to get a bit closer still. Bear with me, without slipping. There's a little bit of grass down here. Not a lot else, but there's a little bit of grass just here that I can stand on. That's it, I can see down now. Right, so camera won't dig into the ground. There she is, she's digged in. Right, so I'm going to set up for this panoramic. I'm just going to slide the camera across. I am going to shoot brackets for the pano, and I'm also going to put it onto manual. That way I know I've got everything. I'm going to set my camera level, so bear with me for a second while I do all this, and then we'll get shooting. So camera is level, line up my horizon, and I'm just going to spin it round to the right. Awesome. Spin it round to the left. Awesome. And I just need to bring you in a little bit so you're not in frame. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to put in some more sky. That's my view all the way around, and I think that's pretty good, pretty open. There's no colour in it, but I really don't care. It is too good to say it's not. So let's take a wide shot, a simple wide shot. Take out a bit of the land, concentrate on this big mountain over to my right hand side, and take a wide shot, and then I'm going to look at a bit more detailed shots on the way round. Tell me what you think. basically shooting a few handheld shots now, just looking for details and stuff and seeing what I can find with the super long lens. And I'm out at 300mm, and on a crop sensor you're looking at 400 plus. So it's quite nice being able to pick off a few details, something I wouldn't normally do, but it is quite nice to have that option of something different and to find these small intimate shots. I've just found a corker off in the distance, and I think I've managed to get it. It looks pretty good, and that's all I'm doing really, is just finding lines and ridges and mountains and ridge lines and just snapping a few. And the image stabilizer should be fine to hand hold it and just see what I can find as I look around. They're more keepsake images than they are anything fancy or award winning. Let's face it, it's not every day I get to come to the Faroe Islands, is it? So to be able to take home some images that I wouldn't normally have, it's quite a joy. It is mega ballistically cold, really cold being up here. The temperature's dropped even while we stood here. I've got my gloves on now, and I'm with Robin. I think he's finally done. Are you done? Are you doing another one? One more, and then I think we're gonna head back down and find this last little location and just sit it out for sunset. But yeah, pretty epic, pretty cool up here. I must admit I quite like this. I think I might just get myself one last selfie before we go, and then it's time to get off this cold hill. That's it, we need to head back to the car now, but before I do that I just want to show you the observatory thing, whatever it is, the radar, satellite, whatever the doodah is on the top. But yeah, and this is the view on the other side. We're very close to our last and final pinpoint destination before tomorrow's adventure, which I'll take the video with me, but it's not a photographic adventure. We're actually going to have a bit of a treat and a boat trip. But this, I'm hoping, this lay-by here, yeah, try this one. If this is the road, we're going to just pull out and have a look and just see if we are in place. Possibly. Let me have a look. Oh, let's go and have a look. We need to pull up and park exactly on the location. The snake of the road comes back on us, so we just need to get the right point for the shot. No, unless it's over that way looking down. Let's have a quick walk. I didn't even put my coat on. Oh, and we're in really cold. Lend me a coat. Lend me a coat. Keep me warm. I'm freezing.
I've become your human shield.
Yeah, my human shield. Put your arms around me. Mud. There it is. Yeah. There it is. Oh my God. We can park there then. Yeah? That's awesome. Look at this. This is what we've come to shoot. Look at the beauty. Look at that. If you've ever seen a snaking road, that is by far the best road I've ever seen in my entire life. That is brilliant. The light's flat, but that has got to have a shot taken of it. That is amazing. You can tell it's cold because I've got me woolly hat on for the first time since we've been here, and yeah, it's cold. So Mr. O's got his drone up in the air, buzzing. Yeah, cracking shot, absolutely cracking shot, but I'm not in the actual location that I've seen the image from. I need to get that balance. I'm going to put this shot up on for you now, but you'll see the difference between this one and the next one once I've found the location I need to get into, because I just need the balance to even the shot up. At the moment the image is very left heavy. It's still fantastic, but it's very left heavy, and I want to make it a bit more central and even. So possibly where Robin stood. But when you turn up to these locations, it's a quick fight for who can grab the first spot first. So we are going to just stand here in the cold and the chilliness until something happens. Okay, so I'm trying an experiment. I slapped the 6 stop on, so I can slow my shutter speed down. Oh, he's dancing in the background. So I can slow my shutter speed down and control the speed of my exposure. So I'm basically getting a longer exposure. So I have my exposure set up for approximately 2 seconds, and a car come up the hill, and then I darkened my image to try and stretch it all out and try and get the light on the car rather than everything else, the ambient light. And then I hit the shutter button and just kept my finger on the shutter button. So I've got little stages of lights, bit, all the way coming up the hill. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and blend them all together. I'm not promising this is going to work. I'll try and blend them all together, then get the exposure right, and try and make the image kind of how I can visualize it in my head. This would be an absolutely stunning place at sunset. Mads Peter Iverson has got an absolute corker on his website, or on his Google Maps, which, like I said earlier on, do get that Google Maps. If you want to come to the Faroe Islands, this is the place to come to, and that's the map to get, until I've made one, that is. And then yeah, and what I'm trying to do is and the sunset is really nice, but I'm going to try and use what we've got here, which is grey skies, flat sea, plain boring sort of mushy green colour fields and whatnot, but the image is now balanced. At least I've got exactly the composition that I want. I'm going to mark these tripod spots with a piece of chalk so I know where to come when I get back, and then the next car that comes up I'm going to try and do the same again, but this time I'll put the 10 stop on, and I'm going to try for a 25-second exposure to get a longer stream of lights. No guarantee we're going to get any cars. We've seen 3 cars since we got here. It's not a popular road, and we may never see another car again, but that's the plan. That's what I'm going to try and do. If it works, I'll sling it up on the screen for you and show you what's happened, and then I'll check out afterwards, because the battery's going and it's probably getting long enough anyway. So stand by, let's see what happens. So you can see we're back in the car, and yeah, we had a bit of a play, messed around with the cameras a little bit, had a bit of a laugh, sort of to finish the evening off. My Osmo died, so I couldn't say goodbye up on the hill. Hopefully you've enjoyed this day with us. If you haven't seen the rest of the Faroe Island stuff, check out those first. You know, go and have a look at the links up in the screen. And I'm sort of waffling, I don't really know what I'm saying at the moment. My head's gone a bit mushy. It's gone 10 o'clock at night and we've non-stop since we've got here. So give us a thumbs up, Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you do subscribe, you'll see tomorrow's expedition, which is a special treat. I'm going to take the Osmo with me just to show you where we're going. And yeah, hopefully the images work today. Ciao for now. See you soon. Bye bye.